Davey, qualified, 6-0 victory, could be happy.
No, I thought the boys played really well. I need to be honest, Kelty probably took 2 or 3 changes. He had a bit of injuries coming into the game, but you can only play what's in front of you. We spoke about it during the week, but I think the surface is really helping us. It's our speedy play into the game, which is really good. Started the game really well. Andy Winters gets us up the park, a wee bit unlucky, get the corner, and then Andy scores. I thought Andy was brilliant today. I thought he'd done really well. But listen, there wasn't anybody that wasn't past Mark Stan, and Pitts came off at half time just to give all us a chance, to be honest. But really happy with the players. I thought some really good passages they play, some really good goals, limited opposition to very little. That's probably, I've not looked at the stats, but I'd imagine the stats are probably the highest we've had all season.
I'd imagine so. Not seen them. Another couple of bodies in the building as well, which is always exciting at this kind of time of year. And Adam Montgomery had a solid debut, got a goal. Aidan Denham will be a wee bit more frustrated with his
I feel a wee bit
minutes.
sorry for Aidan. He's kind of hurt his hamstring again, but he was desperate to play. He's done a full pre-season with Hearts. I was desperate to integrate him into the squad, so maybe I've got to take a wee bit of responsibility there. But I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as what it's previously been. So listen, the wee man's gutted, but you don't want to be coming into the club, make your debut and go off injured. But it's football, and unfortunately these are the things that happen sometimes. You just got to deal with them. So we'll stick by him, we'll make sure he's got a good group around him. So that was disappointing, but really that's the only disappointing aspect of the game. I thought Adam showed real composure, picked up some great areas of the park. Really intelligent football player, and I think I spoke to Adam. And one of the things I noticed about him last year was his football intelligence and his game awareness. And that was probably why I was pushing to try and bring him in the building, was to get him in. He's got a really good left foot, but I just think he's got a real high football intelligence, and hopefully we can see that throughout the season.
Our first half performance was relentless. Our press was kind of bang on as well, wasn't it? It was just never giving them a chance to really get out. Took the foot off a wee bit in the second half, which tends to happen in these sort of games.
I think they dropped a wee bit. I think they maybe dropped 10-15 yards, and believe it or not, the game became a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So they were maybe just outside their kind of defensive third, or dropped into it slightly. But I felt they dropped into that a wee bit more in the second half, and we had more possession, but it was really difficult to play through them, and the spaces not to play there over them. But I thought the boys stuck to their task. I thought when Graham went on the middle of the park, that really helped us. We had a lot of control in the game, and Graham's, you've seen the ball he plays for Stevie May. Yeah. I think they've done, honestly, I've seen it in training. I've actually seen it with Gowser, Mazo and Graham, and it obviously comes from the relationships I've had at previous clubs in Johnston. That wee patterns, wee movements, they look up and they find one another. And I think Mazo's played long enough with Graham to, when Graham's got time with the ball in the kind of areas, he knows he can make the runs, and it's a great finish with Stevie May.
Absolutely. Moving forward, back into the Premier League again. Real buzz about the boys, buzz about the building. Away to Kilmarnock again. Early doors, but must be excited yourself.
Yeah, I'm excited to go there. Blame me park, so I'm excited. It's kind of a unique position I'm in here.
Absolutely.
Play more artificial surfaces. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm under no illusions how difficult this season's going to be. I hope the fans are realistic. There's a real realism about here, but we want to go into every game with a wee bit of hope. We want to go into a game with a wee bit of optimism, and I think we're more than capable of picking points up in games. So going into this season, really relentless, take one game at a time. And I spoke about that last year, and I'll be very big in that this year. It's going to be stages of the season. We're going to be frustrated, we're going to be disappointed, but it's how we react to that, it's how we deal with that. And if we kind of take each game as it comes, it should be a lot easier to manage. So away from home, historically, Kilmarnock away, I think we've not won a lot of games there, but I think we've won a couple over the years. One, maybe a 3-2 game. Was it one Jet scored actually? Remember that one for the middle of the park? Keeper kind of dropped it, you remember that? 3-2 game late on. So historically, really tough venue, and I think we're going to find that this year. You're maybe going into games last year, you're going into away venues, and you're still kind of dominating the game slightly. You might have lost games, but you're still dominating the ball, but I don't think you're going to find that away from home in the Premiership. I think there's going to be a real realism, really pragmatic there, but let's go and have a go, eh?
Absolutely.
Let's go and have a go and see where it takes us. If think we're in the Premiership 6 years previously. I'm not going to say it became a wee bit mundane, but it became really, really hard as the seasons went on. I don't know if the club feels in a different place.
Yep.
I think it was a wee bit of a reset going back there. And again, it's got everybody back inside. There's a real optimism in the building. There's no longer anything hanging over the club. We've got a new owner. And I don't know, we're coming off of a real good season. And we've qualified for the Premier Sports Cup. We never done that last year. Albeit, I think we had a fairly solid group stage.
Yeah. It was Spartans, wasn't it, last few minutes?
Lost one goal.
Yep.
Lost one goal, never qualified. And it was offside. But anyway, so real optimism. So I hope the fans can get behind us. I think our season ticket sales were up and where we were last year, which is really, really good to see. And hopefully we can make a real good push to try and get more bums on seats, so to speak. We've always kind of travelled well for our support. I know we've not got a lot, but in terms of the percentages that travel, we always travel quite well.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to the game.
Perfect. And just finally, any more transfer news? We are still at this time of the year.
I think we're done. I think we're done. I'm more than happy with the squad. There's at least 4 need to move, and they've all been made aware of that throughout the season. So I'm confident we'll get 3 or 4 out of the building. That'll get the finances down slightly. But I'm really happy with what I've got. Spoke to the boys about that. There's going to be players missing out, but I feel in the Premiership you need a real strong squad. I spoke about that quite a bit last year, didn't I? I think I got mocked for it slightly at the start of the season, but I genuinely believe we had one of the better squads. What I would say is I think we'll need to dip into the squad a lot more this year than what we maybe have done last year.
Yep.
That November to February period is really, really tight. So now everybody's fit, there's no suspensions, everybody's kind of hit a bit of form. So we're going to need everybody in that first team change room, I think, to get us to where we need. But I'm really comfortable where we are as a group.